The day is quietly fading now. The sky has slipped into the soft colors of evening, and the world feels slower, gentler, easier. You arrive at the edge of a small coastal town, where the road narrows and the air begins to change. The scent of the sea comes first, cool and salty, with a hint of seaweed and distant rain. It moves around you like a soft, familiar blanket, inviting your shoulders to loosen, your breath to deepen, your whole body to begin to settle. Ahead, the road curves gently toward the water. The last light of the day is resting over the ocean, and everything feels washed in a quiet glow. Somewhere nearby, you can hear the faint hush of waves rolling in and sliding back again and again in a calm and steady rhythm. As you move closer, the sounds of the day fall behind. No rush, no hurry, no demands, just the slow murmur of the sea, the occasional call of a distant seabird, and the soft whisper of the evening breeze. On a small rise above the shoreline, a warm light shines from the windows of a cozy bed and breakfast. Its gentle golden glow spills out into the dusk, reaching toward you like an open hand. The building itself feels calm and welcoming, as if it has been waiting all day just for you to arrive. The path to the front door is simple and easy. Gravel crunches softly under your feet, each step steady and unforced. With every step, it feels as though you are leaving a little more of the day behind. Old thoughts, old worries, small tensions you do not need to carry any further tonight. The breeze off the water moves slowly around you, cool against your skin, yet comfortable and kind. You notice how the air tastes clean, how your lungs feel just a little more open with each breath, in and out, in and out. A quiet, natural rhythm like the waves themselves. Closer now, you can see the soft glow from the entryway. A lantern by the door casts a gentle circle of light on the porch. Inside, you can sense warmth. The kind of warmth that comes from soft lamps, worn wood, and the easy comfort of a place that has seen many peaceful evenings. You reach the small porch and pause for a moment. The sea is behind you, the inn is before you, and you are right in the middle, held between both. The boards under your feet are solid and familiar, and the air is so calm that time itself seems to slow down. You rest your hand on the door handle, feeling its smooth, cool surface. In this simple pause, you allow your shoulders to drop, just a little more. The muscles in your neck ease, your jaw loosens, and your eyes grow softer, as if they too are ready to rest. Then, with no need to rush, you open the door and step inside. Warmth meets you at once, gentle and embracing. The faint smell of something baked earlier in the day lingers in the air, mingling with a hint of wood and a trace of sea salt carried in on other guests before you. The door closes quietly behind you, shutting out the last bits of noise from the outside world. Now you are wrapped in a deeper stillness, soft and safe. Somewhere farther inside, the low crackle of a fireplace murmurs in the background, adding a hushed, cozy layer to the quiet. The entrance hall is calm and softly lit. A lamp on a small table glows like a pool of light, steady and kind. Shadows are gentle here, with no harsh edges, only smooth, rounded corners that make everything feel tender and inviting. You set down whatever you have been carrying, whether real or imagined, and let the weight slip away from your hands. In this place, nothing asks anything of you. You do not have to be anywhere else. You do not have to do anything else. You are allowed, fully, simply, to rest. Your shoes make a muted sound on the floor as you move farther into the inn. Each quiet step feels like crossing a small threshold, from effort into ease, from doing into simply being. The air is warmer here, and you can feel your body responding, like a piece of driftwood finally finding still water. To your left, a window looks out toward the sea. Through the glass, the world outside is growing softer and darker, lights from the shoreline flickering gently in the distance. You cannot quite hear the waves from here, but you know they are still moving, still breathing against the sand, steady and sure. Ahead, a hallway leads to a small sitting room where the glow of the fireplace is stronger. The light from the flames dances quietly across the walls, filling the room with a soft, living warmth. You take a few unhurried steps in that direction, drawn by the comfort that waits there. The closer you come, the more the room seems to open its arms to you. The gentle crackle of burning wood, the faint scent of smoke and pine, the deep, peaceful hush that gathers in places where people have relaxed and sighed and let go for many evenings before. You can almost feel those old, quiet nights held in the air, like layers of calm resting one over another. You pause at the edge of the sitting room, just standing for a moment, letting the scene rise up around you. Soft chairs and a small couch sit close to the fire, their cushions inviting and worn in the kindest way. The fire itself is not loud or fierce, just a slow, steady flame, breathing warmth into the room. You move toward a place to sit, feeling the floor solid beneath your feet, hearing only the faintest sounds, the gentle shift of fabric, the muted pop from the fireplace, the soft sigh of the house as it settles into night. Everything here supports you, as if the entire space has been designed for quiet, deep rest. As you sit down, the cushions give way just enough, holding you, cradling you. Your back finds the support it needs. Your legs can relax, your hands can rest loosely in your lap, with nothing to hold on to now, nothing to manage or plan. The warmth from the fire reaches you in slow waves, comforting and even. Your body begins to respond without any effort, releasing little pockets of tightness you might not have even noticed before, around your shoulders, along your spine, behind your eyes. You breathe in the calm of the room and breathe out the remains of the day. Each breath out is like setting something down, a thought, a memory, a list, a worry. They slip away, not forced, just gently allowed to drift into the background, replaced by the simple feeling of being here in this soft, quiet evening by the sea. Beyond the walls, the ocean continues its endless, steady motion. The tide moves in and out, like a slow, soothing lullaby. Even though you may not hear each wave from where you are, you can sense their presence, a steady comfort in the distance, holding the shoreline, watching over the town. The inn itself seems to breathe with you. The walls, the floors, the gentle light, all sharing in this unhurried rhythm. You are part of it now, part of the calm, part of the stillness. Nothing separate, nothing pressing against you. Time feels softer here. Minutes stretch out like smooth, quiet paths, with no sharp corners, no sudden turns. All that matters is this gentle unfolding of rest, the way your body slowly settles deeper, the way your thoughts grow quieter and lighter. You allow your gaze to soften, or your eyes to close if they wish, knowing that you are safe in this quiet, sheltered place. Outside, the evening deepens, the sky darkens over the sea, stars beginning to appear one by one, tiny, patient points of light. Inside, the glow of the fire continues, slow and steady. Shadows sway in a gentle, sleepy dance on the walls, and the air is filled with a feeling of peace that sinks down into every corner. You are held here, surrounded by warmth and softness, with the calm presence of the ocean nearby. Nothing needs to happen now. No choices, no paths, no questions, only this quiet comfort. The bed and breakfast resting at the edge of the sea, the soft sounds of night beginning to gather, and you easing further and further into stillness. The waves will keep their watch. The inn will keep its gentle light. All you need to do is rest here, breathing slowly, body loosening, mind drifting, as the sleepy coastal evening wraps gently around you, and everything begins to grow quiet. The evening has grown quiet and soft. Outside, the air is cool and touched with sea salt, and the last light of the day has faded into a gentle, muted dusk. You are standing just outside a small coastal inn, a cozy bed and breakfast tucked close to the shore. Behind you, the distant rhythm of the ocean moves in and out, slow and steady, like a calm, sleepy breath. In front of you, a simple front door waits, with a warm glow of lamplight spilling out around its edges, inviting and safe. The cool night brushes your face and hands, a light, refreshing chill that wakes your skin for a moment. You might notice the quiet of the little street, the way sound seems softer here, as if the world has wrapped itself in a blanket. In this pause before you step inside, there is a gentle sense of arrival, of having come far enough for tonight. Your hand finds the door, smooth under your fingers, familiar, even if you have never been here before. The latch gives with an easy, soft click, and the door opens inward, letting a wave of warm air drift around you. You step across the threshold, leaving the cool night behind, and the warmth of the inn rises to meet you. Inside, the light is low and golden, coming from simple lamps that pool softly on the worn wooden floor. The first breath you take here is different. It carries the faint, clean scent of fresh linen and the gentle salt of the sea that has followed you in. There is a hint of something warm and comforting, like tea or a quiet supper that has just been cleared away. The door closes slowly at your back, easing the last of the outside sounds into a distant hush. The ocean is still there, but now it feels softer, muffled by the walls. You hear it as a quiet murmur behind everything else, a slow, steady backdrop of waves folding over themselves. Your shoulders begin to loosen as the warmth settles around you. The floor beneath your feet is wooden and slightly worn, smoothed by many steps over many years. Each board feels solid and grounding, holding you gently in place, as if the house itself is steadying you. The front hall is simple and welcoming. A soft runner stretches down the length of the hall, its fabric catching the sound of your steps and turning them into a muted, comfortable hush. Along the walls, the lamplight creates a gentle glow, with shadows that are soft and slow, never harsh, never bright. Your eyes wander to the framed seaside paintings that line the hallway. Each one holds a small piece of the coast outside, calm, open water under a pale sky, a simple rowboat resting on the sand, distant cliffs softened by mist. The colors are quiet and natural, worn and gentle, as if they have been here a long time, watching over every guest who passes through. You pause for a moment in front of one painting. It shows a quiet stretch of beach at low tide, the sand smooth and damp with the faint traces of waves that have just slipped away. Looking at it, you feel that same quiet in your chest, that same soft, open space inside, where the day's noise has already begun to fade. The hush in the hallway feels kind and unhurried. You can sense the presence of the sea in every detail, even though you are inside now, wrapped in warmth. It is in the pale blues and sandy browns of the paintings, in the faint salt on the air, in the low, steady murmur beyond the walls. From somewhere deeper in the house, there is the dim crackle of a fire, far enough away to be gentle, close enough to feel reassuring. You may notice the soft creak of the wooden structure, the tiny settling sounds of a building that breathes and rests, just like the people inside. Nothing is sharp or demanding here. All the sounds are round and slow, blending easily into one another. The coolness that clung to your skin outside is melting now. Warmth gathers at your hands, along your arms, across your shoulders, and down your back, as though the air itself is welcoming you in. The feeling is almost like a light blanket settling over you, not heavy, just enough to let your body know it is safe to relax. For a moment, you simply stand there in the entryway, breathing in the soft scent of the place. Each breath is easier than the last, smoothing out the edges of your thoughts. Any worries from the day feel a little farther away now, like distant shapes beyond the fog. Here, in this small, warm hall, they no longer need your attention. From a nearby doorway, the innkeeper appears, moving with an easy, quiet grace. Their presence is calm, like someone who has spent many evenings tending to sleepy guests, making sure they feel at home. They offer a warm smile, the kind that does not need many words. You sense, as clearly as if they had spoken, that you are expected here and that your arrival brings a quiet happiness to this house. There is no rush, no long conversation, only a gentle greeting in a low voice, soft enough not to disturb the stillness. The innkeeper's tone is steady and comforting, as if they have all the time in the world. You feel the subtle ease that comes when someone else is looking after the details, when you are simply allowed to be. The innkeeper gestures lightly down the hall, inviting you to come further inside. As you move, the wooden floor gives a slow, familiar creak beneath each step. Not loud, just a small reminder that you are rooted here, supported. Your body begins to follow the calm rhythm of this place, the calm rhythm of your own slower footsteps. The lamplight follows you, pooling softly along the floor and up the walls. You pass more seaside paintings, each one another gentle window into quiet shorelines and open water. Nothing in these scenes is busy. The sky is calm, the water smooth, the sand empty and peaceful, as if the whole coast is holding its breath in a slow, happy rest. Somewhere behind you, the door remains closed now, keeping the night air outside. You know that the cool, dark evening is just beyond the walls, but it no longer reaches you. In here, you are sheltered, like a guest who has come in from the weather and set down their burdens by the door. With each step down the hall, the feeling of being received grows stronger. You are not passing through unnoticed. You are being quietly held in the awareness of this place, of the people who care for it. The inn itself seems to lean in around you, its walls, its floors, its gentle light, all whispering the same simple message. You belong here. A soft breath moves through you, deeper now, more relaxed. The air feels easy to draw in and easy to let go. As your lungs empty, you feel a small release, like a knot unwinding somewhere inside. What you carried from the outside world begins to lose its weight. You let your gaze drift over the details in the hallway, the smooth wood of the banister, polished by many hands, a small table with a neat stack of folded maps, and a simple vase, the soft glow of another lamp at the far end, guiding you onward without pressing. Everything here is arranged to be kind, to be simple, to be calm. The innkeeper walks alongside you at an easy pace, not ahead, not behind, just there. Their quiet presence adds another layer of comfort, like another blanket of safety laid gently over the first. You feel that if you needed anything at all, it would be answered with the same warm steadiness, without haste, without fuss. The sound of the ocean, faint through the walls, continues its slow, even rhythm. With every distant wave that moves toward the shore and back again, your body seems to mirror that motion. Tension flows out and away, then returns as a softer, gentler feeling, like water smoothing a stone over time. You reach a small pause in the hallway, a little open space where the house seems to gather its breath. Here, the warmth is especially soft, and the light settles in calm, golden layers on the floor. You stand still for a moment, letting your weight sink a little more into the ground, letting your shoulders rest a little more heavily, without effort. In this quiet, you notice how your mind has already slowed. Thoughts that once moved quickly now drift by at an easy, unhurried pace, like clouds over a still sea. Nothing needs to be solved right now. Nothing needs to be done. The inn holds you gently, just as the coastline holds the quiet bay outside. You are no longer arriving, you are here. Warmth at your back, soft light before you, the murmur of waves underneath it all. You breathe, and the house seems to breathe with you, steady and calm. For tonight, this is your safe harbor, your sheltered place by the sea, where you can simply rest and let everything grow quieter and quieter still. The hallway is quiet as evening settles in, and you come to a simple wooden door with a small brass handle worn smooth by many gentle hands. When the door opens, a soft warmth greets you, like a quiet sigh of welcome after a long day. The room is calm and still, holding the hush of the sea. The faint sound of the waves drifts in, steady and distant, like a slow, peaceful breathing that fills the space with ease. You step inside and close the door behind you. The world outside becomes softer, further away, like it has slipped into the background for a while. Here, the air is cool but comforting, touched by the salt of the ocean and a hint of clean linen. A quiet sense of safety settles around you, as though the room has been waiting, ready to hold you exactly as you are in this gentle evening light. Your bare feet find the wooden floor, smooth and slightly cool, grounding and real beneath you. Each step is unhurried, a small, simple pleasure. The floor gives a faint, friendly creak as you move, not loud, just a soft reminder that this place is lived in, cared for, and kind. You feel yourself slowing down, your pace easing, as if the room itself is inviting you to move more gently, to breathe more slowly. The first thing that draws you in is the bed. It rests against the far wall, close to the window that looks out toward the darkening sea. The bed is large, welcoming, with soft, layered blankets that spill over the sides in quiet folds. The covers look thick and deeply inviting, like a nest of warmth and softness waiting just for you. The sheets are turned down, ready, as though someone thought of you in advance and made everything easy. Pillows are stacked at the head of the bed, plump and generous, hinting at the way they will cradle your head, your neck, your shoulders. The blankets have that slightly rumpled, perfectly imperfect look that feels so much more comforting than something stiff or new. It feels like a place where you can sink in, let go, and be completely at ease. Beside the bed, a small lamp casts a golden glow across the room. The light is low and warm, like late afternoon sunlight caught in a soft shade. It smooths the edges of everything it touches, blurring sharp corners into something gentle and drowsy. Shadows pool quietly in the corners, but nothing feels dark or hidden, only calm and safe. The window is slightly open, just enough to let the outside world whisper in. A faint, cool breeze slides through the room, brushing across your skin, across your hair, stirring the air in slow, lazy currents. The hush of the waves flows in with it, a constant, soothing presence that fills the silence with a quiet rhythm. Each slow crash and retreat of water feels like an exhale, a gentle reminder that the night is unfolding peacefully beyond these walls. You walk closer to the window and rest for a moment nearby. The wood of the windowsill is smooth under your fingertips, worn soft by time and sea air. You sense the night deepening outside, feel the coolness of it, the soft blanket of distance it draws over the day. Out there, the world continues, but in here, time seems to loosen its grip and slow to a comfortable, sleepy pace. Turning back into the room, you notice small details that make it feel even more like a private retreat. A simple chair with a folded blanket laid carefully across the back. A small table with a carafe of water and a glass, waiting patiently if you should need them in the night. The faint, comforting scent of fresh cotton, mingled with the salt and a trace of wood, familiar and soothing. This space feels like it belongs to you now, just for this night. The room expects nothing from you. It asks for no effort, no performance. It simply offers a quiet place to rest, to soften, to be. You set down whatever you have been carrying, a bag, a jacket, the loose weight of the day. You put it in a corner or on the chair, and it stays there, out of your hands, out of your mind. With that simple act, something inside you lightens, as if the room has taken in not just your belongings, but your worries, and agreed to hold them for a while. Clothing that has felt a little too tight, a little too formal, begins to loosen. You slip off a layer, open a button, ease a waistband. With each small movement, your body finds more room to breathe. Skin that has been covered and contained all day begins to feel the gentle air of the room, the soft brush of fabric that is kinder, looser, more forgiving. You move slowly, without hurry, noticing how the floor supports each step. The coolness beneath your feet is refreshing, like a quiet wakefulness that helps you gently transition into rest. You stretch your toes, feel the solid boards beneath them, and then drift back toward the bed, drawn by the promise of softness and warmth. Sitting on the edge of the mattress, you notice the way it yields under your weight. It is firm enough to feel steady, yet soft enough to cradle you, to receive you without resistance. Your hands rest on the blanket, exploring its gentle texture. It feels thick and cozy, with the kind of softness that comes from being washed and used and loved many times. You slide a hand beneath the top layer and feel the sheets beneath. Cool, crisp cotton greets your skin with that fresh, clean smoothness that makes muscles sigh in anticipation. You imagine the way your legs will glide across that cool surface, how the sheets will gradually warm around you, shaping themselves to your body, holding you in a quiet cocoon. Nearby, the lamp glows on, casting its calm circle of light. The rest of the room softens at the edges, familiar now. You know where everything is, without needing to think about it. The chair, the table, the carafe, the door, all in their place, so you can simply stop paying attention to them and allow your mind to drift. The ocean continues its steady song through the open window. Each wave arrives, rolls, and then slides back, as dependable as your own breathing. You might even notice that your breath begins to match that rhythm without any effort. Inhale with the slow rise of the water. Exhale with the long, gentle retreat. Your shoulders begin to release, dropping just a little farther away from your ears. The muscles along your neck soften, no longer needing to hold you upright. Your jaw loosens, your tongue resting easily, your face smoothing into a quiet, natural calm. The room holds this softening, as though it has seen it happen many times before and knows exactly how to support it. You ease yourself further onto the bed, feeling the mattress welcome each part of you as it comes to rest. Back, hips, legs, arms, everything finding a place. The pillows cradle your head, supporting the weight you have been carrying, allowing your neck to relax into a more natural, restful curve. The blanket draws over you, a gentle weight, comforting and secure, like a soft embrace that asks nothing in return. The coolness of the sheets touches your skin, then slowly begins to warm, matching your body, becoming part of your own quiet heat. That simple warmth feels deeply kind, deeply reassuring. You sense how safe you are here in this enclosed, gentle space, with the solid walls around you and the soft night surrounding the house outside. If any last thoughts of the day drift through, they feel less sharp now, less urgent. They come like small waves that never quite reach the shore, dropping away before they can disturb the stillness. The room receives them without judgment, letting them pass, while you stay here, resting, held, untouched by their old momentum. This small sanctuary by the sea has become your own private nest for the night. Every detail seems to lean toward rest. The steady ocean breath beyond the window, the easy glow of the lamp, the cool, smooth sheets, and the gentle weight of the blankets, the soft wooden floor beneath it all, supporting the quiet of this moment. You are here now, with nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go. Your body knows how to soften, your breath knows how to slow. The room around you holds a deep, patient hush, and you can simply sink into it, letting yourself drift a little more and a little more into the tender stillness of this cozy seaside room. The light in the room has grown softer now. The busy edges of the day are starting to blur, like a page slowly closing. The gentle hush outside seems to call you toward it, a quiet invitation, a sense that the world beyond the walls is calming down too, sinking into an easy evening rhythm. You move toward the window at an unhurried pace, nothing to rush for, nothing that cannot wait, only this slow, peaceful moment. As you arrive at the window, the glass holds the last glow of the day. The sky above the ocean is washed in soft colors. Faded peach and pale rose melt into gentle blue, the kind of colors that ask nothing of you. They are simply there, resting, the way you are learning to rest. You rest your hands lightly on the window frame or the sill. Feel the solid, comforting weight of it under your fingers. Smooth wood, cool to the touch where the air has brushed it. It grounds you, steady and quiet, like a calm hand held in yours. The breeze slips in through a barely open gap. It arrives slowly, softly, as though it does not wish to disturb anything. A cool ribbon of air that strokes your skin and moves past your face. You notice how it feels along the back of your hands, your wrists, your cheeks, fresh, clean, almost silken. There is a faint scent of salt carried on that breeze, the deep, familiar smell of the sea, gentle and distant, never sharp. Underneath it, a soft note of pine, drifting from the trees that stand somewhere beyond your sight, salt and pine together, like a quiet conversation between ocean and forest. You breathe that scent in slowly, a long, easy inhale through the nose. The air slips down into you, cool and clear. For a moment, you simply stay with it. Breath in, and then breath out, just as slowly. As you exhale, your shoulders lower by a small, steady amount. You did not ask them to. They just begin to let go. The muscles along your neck soften. The jaw rests more loosely. The weight of the day begins to drain away, like tide water flowing back to the sea. Your eyes move out across the water. The surface of the ocean is darkening now, deepening into slow blues and soft grays. The last light lies on it in gentle streaks, shimmering and quiet. Every few heartbeats, a wave catches the fading glow, then lets it go again. The waves roll in with a patient rhythm. Nothing hurried, nothing forced. Each swell rises, moves toward the shore, and then settles back, over and over, in the same calming pattern. It is as if the sea itself is breathing in and breathing out. Without effort, your own breath begins to follow that rhythm. A slow inhale like a wave drawing in. A slow exhale, like a wave laying itself down on the sand. In and out, up and down, steady and relaxed. The horizon is soft now, no longer a sharp line. Sea and sky meet in a gentle blur, as though they are blending into one another. The colors at the edge of the world fade from peach to lavender to a quiet blue-gray. Day is letting go, and night is not yet fully here. You are resting in between in that tender pause. Inside this in-between light, time seems to stretch. Each second feels long and unhurried, like a warm, smooth stone resting in the palm of your hand. You do not need to move forward. You do not need to think back. You are simply here. Your hands remain on the window frame. Feel again how steady it is. Your fingers curve around it easily. The slight texture under your fingertips is reassuring, familiar, like the grain of a story that has been told many times. It reminds you that you are supported, held by simple, quiet things. The room behind you is growing dimmer. Shadows lengthen gently along the floor. The soft sounds from within the bed and breakfast are fading into a low murmur, a distant clink of dishes, a muted voice somewhere far away, and then more quiet. Everything settling down, piece by piece. Outside, the sea continues its slow, endless motion. You can almost hear the rhythm of it, even if the sound is faint. A soft rush, a distant hush, repeating, repeating, never needing to change. Each wave seems to smooth the edge off your thoughts. Each pause between them gives your mind a chance to rest. You might notice how your body feels, standing here, feet planted, steady and relaxed, legs supporting you easily, with no effort at all. The gentle curve of your spine as you lean a little toward the glass, chest rising and falling in that slow, wave-like rhythm. Any leftover thoughts from the day drift in, then slip away again, like small boats passing on the horizon. You do not have to hold them. You do not have to follow where they go. They appear, and then they grow smaller and softer until they are simply part of the distant evening. The sky continues to change, but so slowly you can hardly notice it. The pale pastels deepen into dust tones. The first quiet hints of night blue slide in at the edges, gentle and calm. The remaining light is thin and tender, like a soft blanket being drawn over the world. You are wrapped in that slow change. The day is not pushing you out. The night is not rushing in. Both are easing around you, giving you space to relax, to breathe, to simply exist without needing to do anything at all. The breeze brushes your skin again. This time, you might feel it a little cooler, a little more relaxed. It carries the same salt and pine, the same fresh softness. You may notice how, with each breath, that scent feels more familiar, more soothing. It is becoming part of the comfort of this place. Your eyelids may feel a little heavier now. They can stay open if they wish, or rest half closed or fully closed. Nothing to see that you have not already gently taken in. The color of the sky, the shape of the water, the changing light, all of it is already inside you, lingering like a calm echo. Even with your eyes closed, you can still sense the presence of the ocean. You can imagine the long, slow lift of each wave, the gentle pause at the top of the motion, and then the soft, smoothing fall, up, pause, and down, in and out. Your breathing drifts into perfect step with that imagined movement. The inhale swelling, smooth and full. The exhale flowing out, easy and complete. With every breath out, something small and tight inside you lets go. A thought, a worry, a tiny piece of tension dissolving into the darkening air. The feeling of arrival that may have been bright and busy earlier has softened now. The outside world is quieter. Lights along the shore are beginning to glow faintly, but they are gentle, not sharp. You are slipping from the alertness of getting here into the calm of truly being here. In this moment, there is nowhere you need to go. No plan to make, no task waiting for you, only this window and this sea, this slow breath moving in and out of your body. You are held between day and night, like a small, peaceful boat floating on a very still tide. Not moving forward, not drifting back, just rocking lightly in place, safe and unhurried. The quiet of the room, the hush of the water, the cool, gentle air around your skin. You stay here as long as you like, hands resting, body loose and heavy, thoughts moving slower and slower. The colors outside continue to fade into deeper blues. The waves keep their steady rhythm just as your breathing keeps its own. Everything is easy, everything is soft, and as the evening light slips away, you remain wrapped in this calm pause, drifting a little deeper into stillness, a little deeper into quiet, a little deeper into rest. Outside, the night is soft and quiet. The world has gone dim and gentle, and the sounds of the sea drift in like a slow, steady breath. The inn behind you is warm and calm. You can almost feel the glow from its windows on your back, a soft, golden comfort at your shoulders. The air at the doorway is cooler, tinged with salt and a hint of distant tides. For a moment, just pause here, half inside, half out, feeling that balance between cozy warmth and the open night. Now imagine stepping fully outside. The door closes softly behind you, leaving the gentle hush of the ocean as the clearest sound. You're wrapped in a light shawl or jacket, something soft that rests easily around you, holding a little of the inn's warmth. Above, the sky is open and wide, a quiet darkness that feels kind and expansive. Your feet move slowly along the path toward the beach. Each step is unhurried, easy, without any need to rush. The ground is cool, the air fresh, carrying the low, rhythmic wash of the waves ahead. You know that the inn is still close, its windows glowing behind you like a small lantern in the night. As you reach the sand, the feeling underfoot changes. First, it's a little dry and loose at the edge of the path, gently shifting around your weight. Then, as you wander closer to the water, it becomes damp and firm, cool against the soles of your feet or the fabric of your shoes. Each step makes a soft impression that fades slowly behind you. You walk along the quiet beach at an easy, gentle pace. The shoreline curves ahead in a smooth, simple line, leading you forward without effort. On one side, the soft rush of the water moving in and out. On the other, the steady comfort of the inn's distant glow. The waves are small and calm tonight. They roll in with a quiet hush, spread out over the sand, and then slip back again, in and out, like an easy, natural breathing that the whole world seems to follow. Let your own breath move in time with the sea. In, slowly, gently. Out, letting everything loosen just a little more each time. There is no need to control it, just breathing, just walking, with the sound of the water to keep you company. The cool, damp sand supports you with every step. Solid, steady, simple. There's a faint chill in the air, but your shawl or jacket holds a soft envelope of warmth around your body. It feels clean and quiet out here, as if the night has smoothed away all the sharp edges of the day. You might notice the faint scent of the ocean, a mix of salt and distant seaweed and mist. It is gentle, familiar, and soothing. Each breath in carries that soft coastal air deep into your chest, and each breath out carries away a little bit of weight. Thoughts, worries, small concerns. They start to drift out with the fading tide. Ahead of you, the water glimmers with a low, silvery sheen where it meets the shore. It isn't bright or sharp, just a soft suggestion of movement and light. You hear the tiny fizz and retreat of each wave as it pulls back over the sand. A quiet rhythm again and again, never asking for attention, simply being there. You slow your pace even more until you are barely strolling. There is nowhere you have to be, nothing you need to do, just this steady, gentle walking in time with the sea. After a few more steps, you decide to pause. You come to a comfortable stop where the damp sand meets the drier shore. Your feet settle and your body finds an easy, natural stillness. You stand here facing the water, letting the night wrap softly around you. Listen to the waves. Notice how they arrive and depart, each one slightly different, each one softly the same. A hush, a soft reach across the sand, then a faint, quiet retreat over and over, like a calm, steady lullaby. As you stand, the sky above feels wide and accepting. Whatever thoughts may still be moving in your mind can drift upward into that open darkness. You don't have to push them away, just let them float, like small clouds slowly dissolving into the night. The sea is in front of you, the inn behind you, and you are safely held in the gentle space between, grounded by the cool sand under your feet, surrounded by the slow, regular breath of the ocean, watched over by that soft, distant glow from the windows, a quiet reminder of warmth and rest waiting for you. If any worry tries to cling, imagine placing it gently in the water's edge, a small shape resting on the sand where the waves can reach. The tide slides in, touches it, and with the next slow retreat, carries it away into the dark, peaceful distance. The worry grows smaller, softer, until it is gone, melted into the wide, calm sea. You stand a while longer, doing nothing at all, just breathing with the waves, just feeling the weight of your body supported from below, the shawl resting lightly around your shoulders, the air cool against your cheeks. Time feels slower here, as if each moment has grown a little wider, giving you more room to relax inside it. Every part of you begins to ease. Your shoulders are loose and heavy, your jaw is soft, your hands relaxed. Inside your chest, the last bits of tension gently untie themselves, like quiet knots slipping free. You might close your eyes in this imagination, or leave them softly open to the darkness. Either way, the night feels kind and spacious. The water keeps moving, steady and sure, a faithful background to your growing calm. Your mind becomes a little quieter with each breath, each wave, each pause. After a while, you turn slowly, with no rush at all, so that the inn's glow comes back into view. It shines gently across the beach, a warm, steady light waiting for you. The sight brings a small sense of relief, the comfort of knowing that a cozy room and a welcoming bed are only a short walk away. You feel connected to that safe place, as if a soft thread links you from here to there. You begin to walk back, this time with the light ahead of you. Your steps are as slow and easy as before, still following the quiet rhythm of the waves behind you. With each step toward the inn, a little more of the outside world slides away. What remains is calm, warmth, and a deepening sense of rest. The cool sand gradually gives way to firmer ground as you leave the shoreline. You can feel the difference underfoot, the gentle shift that tells you you're coming closer to shelter again. The air seems slightly warmer here, touched by the nearness of the inn. You carry the sea's softness with you, tucked quietly inside your relaxed body and your calmer mind. As you reach the door once more, you pause for a brief moment. Behind you, the beach and the waves continue their quiet, endless motion. Ahead, the peaceful glow of your room, waiting, welcoming, safe. You stand between them, held by both the open calm of the night and the cozy comfort of rest. Holding that feeling, you gently step back inside in your imagination. The quiet of the beach stays with you, like a soft echo of waves in the background of your thoughts. The warmth, the stillness, the safety of the inn gather around you again, close and kind. Now, everything can settle. The body can grow heavier, the breath slower, the mind clearer and softer. The ocean's rhythm lingers within you, a calm, steady tide that will keep moving quietly as the night deepens, and you drift further into quiet, peaceful rest. Evening has deepened now. The colors of the day have faded into soft shades of blue and silver, and a gentle quiet has settled over the inn. The air outside is cooler, tender against the skin, and the world feels slower, calmer, more spacious. The hum of the sea is still there, a steady, distant hush, like a slow, endless breath in the background of everything. Somewhere inside, the glow of the fireplace is still alive, but here, just beyond the door, the night is beginning to gather. You step out onto the small porch, and the door closes softly behind you. The first thing you notice is the hush, not an empty silence, but a soft, comforting one, full of faint sounds that soothe instead of disturb. The ocean, a quiet rustle of leaves. Far away, a single car, already passing, already gone. Near the porch, a small lantern hangs from a wooden beam. Its light is gentle, not sharp, a warm, golden circle in the blue of the coming night. The glass around the light glows softly, as if it has learned how to be kind to tired eyes. You move a little closer to it, letting your gaze soften. The lantern hums faintly, steady and calm, and the air around it feels just a touch warmer. Within its glow, a few tiny moths drift lazily, their pale wings catching the light for a moment, then disappearing into shadow again. They do not hurry, they circle and wander, sometimes folding their wings to rest on the wooden post, sometimes lifting again, as if the warm light has gently called them back. Their slow movements are unhurried, dreamlike, and very, very peaceful. You notice how your own breathing has matched their pace, slow, easy, in and out in a quiet, gentle rhythm that feels as natural as the tide. Each breath loosens something inside, shoulders softening, jaw releasing, thoughts spreading out and thinning, like ripples fading on still water. The golden circle of the lantern feels like a small world of its own, a safe little island of light and warmth, held in the palm of the night. You could simply stand here, beside this light, feeling its quiet presence, the soft sounds around you, the cool air on your face. After a while, your attention begins to drift outward, past the glow of the lantern, past the edge of the porch, into the gentle darkness beyond. Your eyes lift slowly, as if guided by the same quiet pull that draws the moths toward the light. You look up, beyond the roof line, into the deepening sky. At first, it seems almost empty, a wide, dark blue stretching over the inn and over the sea. Then, very softly, the first stars begin to appear. One, then another, as if they had been waiting patiently, just behind the veil, for the right moment to shine. They are small at first, just faint pinpoints in the distance, but as your eyes adjust, they grow clearer, more numerous. Each one steady and calm, holding its place in the vast, quiet sky. The night, a moment ago so simple and dark, is now gently scattered with tiny lights. You stay very still, letting your gaze wander among them without effort. Some stars shine a little brighter, some are softer, more delicate. Together, they feel like a wide, protective canopy, stretched over this little inn, over the shore, over the gentle waves that you can hear but not see. Far out over the sea, the horizon has almost disappeared into the darkness, but above it, a faint, milky band crosses the sky. It looks like a soft, pale cloud at first, but when you keep looking, it becomes a slow river of stars, so many and so close together that they blur into a luminous path. It seems to sweep in a gentle arc from one side of the sky to the other, as if the night itself were holding you in its quiet arms. The longer you gaze, the smaller and safer you feel. Not small in a lonely way, but small in a way that is comforting. Like a single shell on a wide, quiet beach, like a tiny boat held by a calm, endless sea. You are held here too, beneath this sky, wrapped in its soft darkness, watched over by distant, patient stars. A light breeze moves across the porch, carrying with it the salt of the ocean and the faintest trace of cool earth and distant pine. It brushes gently across your face and hands, as if the night itself were smoothing away the last edges of the day. The lantern flickers just a little, then settles again, its glow steady, unwavering. You breathe in that cool, salted air. You breathe out, long and slow. With each breath, the world around you feels larger, and your thoughts feel softer, less solid, less important. They stretch out like clouds pulled thin across the sky until there is more space between them, more quiet, more ease. If any thoughts of the day still linger, they seem far away now, like footprints already washed smooth by the tide. The stars above, the lantern beside you, the quiet sounds of the night all work together gently, without words, to tell your body that it is safe to rest, safe to loosen, safe to drift. You notice the gentle pattern of the waves again. Even from here, where you cannot see them, their rhythm reaches you. A soft rush, then a pause. A soft rush, then a pause, like the slow, deep breathing of the earth itself, rising and falling, endlessly, calmly. The moths are still moving in and out of the lantern's light. Sometimes only one remains, its wings a pale whisper against the glass. Sometimes two or three appear together, then part again, their paths crossing without hurry. Their tiny dance seems to echo the stars above, small points of light and movement within a much larger stillness. You may find yourself swaying just a little, as if your body is remembering the feel of a gentle boat on calm water. The porch beneath your feet is steady, the wooden boards solid and familiar, and yet everything around you has a softness, a lightness. The air, the dark, the way the stars seem to shimmer quietly, like distant reflections on a very still sea. Up above, the Milky Way arches in its silent curve. It feels ancient, wise, unhurried. It has watched countless nights like this, countless waves, countless breaths, and now it watches over this small inn, this small porch, this one quiet moment of peace. The night no longer feels empty. It feels full, full of slow breaths and soft sounds, of hidden life and far off light, full of calm, full of rest. You let your attention drift gently between the lantern and the stars, from the warm, close light by your side to the cool, remote glow above, near and far, small and vast, both equally soothing, both asking nothing of you, both simply there, steady and kind, while you grow quieter inside. Your eyelids may feel heavier now, comfortably so. The muscles in your face are calm, your shoulders rest easily, your whole body seems to understand that there is nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to do, just this easy breathing, this gentle watching, this soft open night. In time, even the act of looking feels like it is happening on its own. The stars are just there, the lantern is just there, the moths drift, the sea breathes, and you rest in the middle of it all, held in a wide, quiet embrace. The sky above remains scattered with its patient lights. The porch remains warmed by its single, faithful glow. The air around you is cool and kind, the sound soft and low as the night deepens and everything settles a little more. Thoughts grow slower, breath grows deeper, the world feels gentle and far away, and yet you are completely safe here, sheltered under this vast protective sky, and little by little, without effort, you continue to soften and drift. As the lantern glows and the stars shine overhead, and the quiet night carries you deeper into rest. The night air is cool and gentle on your skin. The sky above is dark and calm, scattered with soft, steady stars. Somewhere beyond, the ocean moves in its slow rhythm, a quiet hush rolling in and out. Everything feels unhurried now, open, spacious, at ease. You stand for a moment at the doorway, just outside your room. Behind you, the night stretches out, wide and peaceful. Ahead of you, the soft glow from inside spills out, warm and welcoming. You are right at the threshold between the open, starry world and your own small, cozy nest. Take a slow, easy breath as you step forward. One gentle step over the threshold, feet meeting the familiar floor. The air inside is a little warmer, touched by the comfort of the room, carrying the faint scent of wood, clean linens, and a trace of the sea. The door moves easily behind you. Fingers find the handle, smooth and cool to the touch. You draw the door closed without hurry, feeling the simple weight of it. A soft click settles through the quiet, and the outside world drifts a little farther away. Notice how the room seems to exhale with you. Walls close enough to feel safe but not tight. A gentle stillness resting in every corner. The hush of the ocean now a distant murmur, softened by wood and walls and fabric. The light in the room is low and kind. Shadows are soft, edges are blurred, nothing harsh or bright. Everything here feels like it understands tiredness and responds with warmth and patience. This space has been waiting just for you. Take a few slow moments to arrive fully inside, feet steady on the floor, shoulders easing down as you let the night stay outside the closed door. In here, there is nothing to reach for, nothing to do except soften. Your eyes drift toward the window. The curtains hang loosely, pale in the dim light. Beyond them, the quiet rhythm of waves continues, steady and reassuring. You move toward the window with unhurried steps, as if the air itself is inviting you to move slowly. Fingers find the fabric of the curtains. If they were closed, you might gently part them, just enough to glimpse the outside. If they were already open, you might draw them in a little, wrapping the room in more softness. Either way, the movement is slow, easy, and calm. Through the small opening, the night greets you once more. Far off, where the land falls away, the water holds the moonlight in a soft silver shimmer, a faint gleam on the surface of the waves like a distant breathing light. You do not need to stare or search, just a simple sense that the sea is there, resting with you. The glass between you and the night is cool and still. Outside, the air is deep and vast. Inside, the air is quiet and contained, keeping you warm, keeping you close. You can let the curtains rest where they are, closed for privacy, or slightly parted to cradle that gentle glimmer of moonlit water. As you turn away from the window, the room feels even more like a cocoon. The soft shapes of chair and table, the familiar lines of the bed, all gathered around you. This is your little nest for the night, sheltered from wind and weather. A private corner of the world that asks nothing and offers only rest. You move at the pace of someone already half asleep. Each step slow and thoughtful, each breath a little deeper. The simple act of crossing the room becomes part of your winding down. Your body understands these small rituals and responds by loosening layer by layer. Near the bed, a chair waits, quiet and steady. You take your time with your clothing, as if even this is a kind of kindness. Folding each piece over the back of the chair, smooth and neat, fabric resting on fabric, the day gently laid aside. Notice the feeling of lightness as you do this, the way your body feels more free with every layer released. Nothing rushed, nothing tossed aside, just simple, caring movements telling your whole system, it is time to rest now. You might reach for a soft sweater or robe, something warm against your skin, or perhaps your sleepwear is already on, familiar and comforting. Whatever you wear, let it feel gentle, loose, and easy. as if your clothes themselves are part of the nest around you. The bedside table is close, reliable. On it, a book perhaps, or a small lamp casting its quiet glow. Maybe a glass of cool water, clear and still. You place anything you no longer need down here, exactly where your hand will find it if it wants to in the night. Fingers curl loosely around the glass for a moment. You might take a small sip, letting the water settle softly inside, or simply touch the cool surface, reassured that it is there. Then you set it back, the tiny sound of glass on wood almost swallowed by the gentle silence. You notice how easy it is to move more slowly now, reaching to turn down the lamp just a little more. The room grows dimmer, edges softer, the world drifting further away. Shadows thicken in a comforting way, wrapping the room in a deeper hush. Your attention turns to the bed. The covers are smoothed, the pillows waiting. The bedding has held the warmth of the room, inviting and familiar. This is the heart of your nest, the softest place in this quiet space. You reach for the edge of the blanket and draw it back with patient hands. The sound of fabric moving is soft and steady, sheets open like a gentle invitation, white or pale, cool and smooth to the touch. You might run your palm along them for a moment, feeling how clean and calm they are. Pillows are fluffed with slow, easy motions. A small press here, a light pat there, finding just the right shape. They yield beneath your hands, then rise again, ready to cradle your head. The simple act of arranging them becomes another signal that the day is truly over. All around, the room gathers into a deeper stillness. The ocean outside is a soft background murmur, distant and steady. The faintest creak of the building settles, then quiets again. Your little nest feels held within the larger hush of the night. You might sit on the edge of the bed for a breath or two. Feel the mattress give gently beneath your weight. Feet resting on the floor, body suspended between waking and sleep. The room waits with you, unhurried, as you let one more layer of tension fall away. Maybe your hands rest loosely on your knees. Maybe they fold in your lap, fingers soft and relaxed. The rhythm of your breathing has slowed, matching the calm of this space, in and out, like the tide, quiet and regular. When you are ready, you draw your legs up and ease yourself beneath the covers. Sheets slide against your skin, cool at first, then slowly warming. The mattress receives the full weight of your body, without question, without effort. Everything beneath you supports you completely. You pull the blankets up to the height that feels just right, over your legs, over your waist, maybe up around your shoulders. Fabric resting lightly, like a gentle hand placed over you. The air beneath the covers begins to soften, to hold your warmth close. Your head finds the pillow, and the pillow answers with quiet willingness. Neck and jaw begin to loosen as they no longer have to hold anything up. Cheeks soften, eyes growing heavy, lids relaxed. Your face no longer needs to express or respond, it can simply rest. Around you, the room feels almost like a living presence, not watching, not judging, only holding. The walls, the floor, the furniture, the bed, all cooperating in one simple purpose: to give you a place where nothing is asked and everything is easy. The softness you felt in the night sky, you bring in here. The calm of the stars, the slow pulse of the ocean, the cool brush of evening air, all of it gathers in this one small space, in the warm cradle of your bed. It settles over you and within you like a quiet, soothing blanket. Each of the small actions you took has brought you deeper inward. Closing the door, touching the curtains, folding your clothes, setting down your water, smoothing the sheets, easing into bed. Every gesture has been a gentle step leading you into the center of your own rest. Now the room is still, and you are still within it, held by the mattress beneath, covered by the blankets above, sheltered by the walls around. The whisper of the ocean and the soft memory of moonlight on water drift in the background. Everything close to you is warm, quiet, and kind. Nothing more needs to happen. Nothing more needs to change. You are already where you need to be. Safe in your resting nest, free to loosen, to drift, to quietly let go, as the night carries you deeper into silence. Night has settled in softly. The room is quiet and dim, with a gentle pool of warm light, and everything beyond that glow resting in a calm, easy darkness. The bed holds a steady, peaceful stillness. Sheets smooth beneath your hands, blankets resting around you in a soft, familiar weight. The day is finished now, and this is a time with nothing to do but breathe and listen and slowly drift. Outside the slightly open window, the ocean moves in its own slow rhythm. A wave gathers, rolls, and falls. A soft rush of water, then a hush, again and again, like a long, lazy breath that never hurries. The sound comes in through the quiet room, gentle and steady. It mingles with the warm glow of the bedside lamp or the imagined reflection of the fire downstairs. Half of the room holds the soft light. The other half settles into a peaceful, velvety dark. Together they make a safe little cocoon wrapped around the stillness of your body. Notice how the mattress rises up to meet you, how it supports the full weight of your body without asking for anything in return. Your shoulders rest a little deeper, your back stretches out and eases, hips, legs, feet, all finding their own relaxed place on the bed. The blankets keep a gentle warmth around you, not too hot, not too cool, just a quiet envelope of comfort, holding in the heat of your body. You might feel the slight difference between the air on your face and the cozy nest around your chest and legs. Cooler air up here, warmer softness down there, like a slow, comforting tide. Somewhere below, a fire is burning. You do not have to see it to feel it. You can imagine the orange glow flickering against old wooden beams. You can sense the calm, steady warmth it gives the house. Every now and then, a faint crackle reaches your ears, like a tiny spark of sound floating up through the floor. Those gentle pops and crackles are far away, softened by distance. They mix with the softer, longer sound of the waves outside. The sea and the fire, cool and warm, near and far, weaving together into one soothing backdrop. Another wave comes in, a gentle roar as it curls, a sigh as it spreads over the sand. Then the soft pull as it slides back, leaving little bubbles and foam behind. The rhythm is unhurried, patient, timeless. Every rise and fall of the water is an invitation to let your breath slow down. In with the wave as it gathers, out with the wave as it releases. No effort, nothing to control, just a natural, easy breathing that follows the sea without even trying. Sometimes, in a quiet pause between waves, you might notice the distant call of a gull, soft, far away, almost like a memory of sound. It appears for a moment and then fades back into the endless hush of the night. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to follow, just a small reminder that the world outside is calm and safe and moving at its own gentle pace. Here in the bed, the world moves much more slowly. Thoughts that were once busy now feel heavier, like they are wrapped in soft cotton. They drift in, then wander away without needing answers. A name, a face, something that happened earlier today. It all becomes vague and distant, like looking through a gentle fog. Notice your body again, resting here between the lamp's soft glow and the darker, quieter side of the room. Your head is cradled by the pillow, neck loose and free of strain, jaw gentle, lips soft, tongue resting easily. The muscles of your face release, and your eyes feel heavy under their lids, even if they are already closed. The warmth of the blankets wraps around your chest. With every slow breath in, the blankets rise the smallest amount. With every easy breath out, they settle back down, up and down, like being rocked with the tide, almost too subtly to notice, but always there, steady and secure. Downstairs, one log shifts in the fireplace. A soft rustle, a quick snap, then back to quiet burning. You may imagine the flames curling around the wood, orange and gold, making gentle shadows dance across the floor. That warm glow feels as though it travels up through the house, up through the floorboards, and into this room, meeting the cool breath of the ocean at the window. The wave sounds deepen, as though the night air carries them more clearly now. Each one sounds a little different, but also the same. Some are fuller, with a broad, sweeping crash. Others are softer, a simple rush and whisper. Together, they form one long, soothing song that never truly stops. As you listen, the space between thoughts grows wider. One thought comes like a small boat drifting near the shore. Before you can climb in, the next wave gently carries it away. You remain on the warm sand of your bed, just watching, just listening, just breathing. Your arms feel heavier now, resting at your sides or folded wherever they are, most at ease. Fingers loose, palms soft and open. Your legs sink deeper into the mattress, muscles unwinding, no need to hold anything up. Feet relaxed, toes falling naturally, released from the work of the day. You may notice the slow, steady beat of your heart, calm and regular. It echoes the rhythm of the sea, the rhythm of the fire, the rhythm of your breath, all of them moving together in a quiet circle of comfort, in and out. Wave in, wave out, flame brightening, then softening. The room around you feels familiar and kind. The bedside lamp casts only a gentle halo now, not sharp, not bright, just enough to feel safe and held. Beyond its edge, the darkness is soft and friendly, like a big, quiet blanket wrapping around the edges of the room. Nothing hidden, nothing waiting, only rest. With every exhale, the mattress seems to welcome you a little more. You give your weight to it a bit more fully, shoulders dropping, back releasing, hips, legs, and feet sinking into the supportive softness beneath you. You are completely supported. You are completely allowed to let go. The sounds around you begin to feel less like things you are listening to and more like a gentle current holding you. The waves are a slow rocking. The fire is a tiny, distant heartbeat of warmth. The occasional gull is a fading echo that barely touches the surface of your awareness before it dissolves again. Thoughts continue to slow as if the ocean mist has drifted into your mind. Edges blur, moments stretch. Time feels loose and unimportant here. You do not have to remember anything. You do not have to plan anything. You can simply float in this soft in between. Breath by breath, your inner voice grows quieter. What remains is the steady hush of air moving in and out. The gentle cradle of the mattress, the warm wrap of the blankets, the distant loving crackle of the fire, the long, endless rhythm of the sea just beyond the window. Now it is enough just to be here, safe, warm, supported, held between the soft glow and the welcoming dark, held between the steady hush of the ocean and the faint, sleepy murmur of the fire. Nothing is needed from you. Nothing is expected. Every part of you is invited to soften and drift, breath slowing, body sinking, mind growing hazy and quiet, like a shoreline disappearing gently into the night mist. The waves will keep moving. The fire will keep glowing softly. The bed will keep holding you as you rest and ease and drift deeper into this peaceful, quiet night, sliding softly toward silence and sleep. The room is quiet now, soft and simple. Night has settled around you like a warm, worn blanket, familiar and kind. The gentle hush of the ocean reaches you from outside, not loud, not demanding, just a steady, slow murmur in the dark. The bed holds you easily, supporting every part of you. The pillow cradles your head in its soft, steady way. Covers lie across your body, warm and gentle, like a light, comforting weight. Breath moves in and out of your body, slow and unhurried, rising and falling like small waves rolling up to the shore, then slipping away again. Notice that rhythm, a soft swell as air comes in, a quiet retreat as it goes out, in and out, wave and shore. The whole inn is resting with you, walls standing calm and still, floors settled, peaceful, holding everyone and everything in quiet safety. Behind closed doors, others sleep, breathing their own gentle rhythms, scattered through this cozy place like tiny warm lights, dimmed low. You do not need to do anything. You do not need to go anywhere. There is nowhere else to be. The night is already carrying you. The bed is already holding you. The ocean is already watching over you from just beyond these walls. Feel how the mattress supports your weight, how it rises softly to meet you. There is no effort here, no need to hold yourself up. Every exhale lets you sink a little deeper, a little heavier, like a stone settling gently into sand at the bottom of a shallow, quiet pool. Your thoughts may still move here and there, little flickers of ideas, images, memories, plans. They can drift through like tiny boats on the surface. You do not have to climb into any of them. They can just pass by, slow and aimless, moving away across the water. Underneath those small boats, the water is calm and deep, steady, untroubled. That calmness is here underneath your thoughts, always here. Your body understands how to rest. It remembers. Your muscles know how to melt and loosen. Your bones know how to grow heavy and still. Feel the back of your head resting, the gentle touch of the pillow, nothing to hold up, nothing to support. It is all done for you. Around your eyes, tiny muscles soften. The space between your eyebrows smooths. Your eyelids rest like soft curtains, lowered for the night. Your jaw slackens just a little, tongue loose and easy, the back of your neck releasing, like a tight knot slowly untying itself. The warmth under the covers deepens. It gathers around your shoulders and along your spine, a quiet, glowing comfort. Breath continues, slow and sure, in and out, a tide that never rushes. Imagine every inhale bringing in calm. Imagine every exhale washing away the day, the thoughts, the sounds, and the effort. Each time you breathe out, something lets go. A little more in the shoulders, a little more in the chest, a little more behind the eyes. Outside, the ocean keeps moving, wave after wave, rolling in, drawing back, rolling in again. You might picture that shoreline in the dark, the sand cool and smooth, the water curling onto it, then slipping away, over and over, and gentle, predictable, and soothing. Your breathing is that shoreline, your chest, the place where the waves arrive and depart, always returning, always easing. Inside this inn, everything is quiet and safe. The walls shield you from the wind. The roof shelters you from the night air. You are tucked away in a soft, protected space. The faint scent of the sea lingers, a hint of salt, a whisper of driftwood and tide. It feels clean and calm, like clear air moving through a silent room. Somewhere, a floorboard may creak softly as the building settles deeper into the night. It is just the sound of wood resting, of beams relaxing, as if the whole place is exhaling with you. You are not alone in this quiet. The ocean outside, the inn around you, the bed beneath you, all of them keep gentle watch while you rest. If a thought appears, it can soften at the edges. Words blur, images grow dim, as though fog is drifting over them, kind and slow. You do not have to finish any story that starts in your mind. You do not have to follow any thread to its end. You can let each one unravel, strand by strand, until it fades away into stillness. Sleep does not need to be forced. It comes the way tide comes, gradual, certain, unhurried. Your body feels heavier now, the weight of legs sinking into the bed, feet loose and warm, arms soft and quiet at your sides, or folded wherever is most gentle. The more you notice the support beneath you, the less you have to hold. The less you have to hold, the more you can drift, as if you are floating just below the surface of warm, calm water. Nothing pulls at you here, no demands, no decisions, just the slow curve of breath, just the hush of the distant waves. Even your awareness can rest, edges softening, the line between body and bed blurring, as if they are part of the same warm, steady thing. If any sound reaches you, it can become part of the lullaby of the night. The ocean, a faint whisper of wind, the soft settling of the building. Every sound says the same quiet thing. You are safe. You are held. You can let go now. Thoughts grow slower, further apart, like lights along a distant coast seen through a gentle mist. You no longer need to listen closely. You no longer need to follow every word. The voice can simply wash over you, like waves over smooth stones. Breathing in, you feel the coolness of new air. Breathing out, you drift deeper, in, out. Wave, shore. Nothing is expected of you. Nothing is required. You are allowed to rest completely. The night stretches out long and kind, Hours of softness waiting for you, time enough for your body to heal, to restore, to be quiet and still. If you notice yourself slipping, drifting, that is all right. You can let yourself fall into that softness. You can surrender to it, the way a small boat yields to the gentle rocking of the sea. The inn will be here, the ocean will keep moving, the bed will hold you just the same, whether you are aware or deep in sleep. Let your mind grow drowsy, let it wander and blur, let words turn into feelings, and feelings melt into warm, dark quiet. Here, in this simple room by the sea, it is safe to rest. Safe to loosen your hold on the day, safe to let the night carry you, breath in, breath out, ocean in the distance. The deep, steady peace of sleep drawing closer, just floating now, held by the bed, cradled by the inn, rocked gently by the slow, quiet rhythm of the sea, drifting, heavier, softer, all the way into deep, peaceful slumber. The night around you is very quiet now. Everything has grown soft and far away, breath moving in and out like a slow tide, easy and unhurried, body heavy and relaxed, held by the bed, by the gentle hush of this coastal room. The faint crackle of the fireplace has settled into a low, sleepy murmur. Waves outside roll in and out, so distant and steady they feel almost like a memory of sound. The air is a little warmer near the blankets, a cozy pocket of comfort wrapped around you. Nothing is needed, nothing is asked. The world beyond these walls is already turning toward morning, very slowly, very quietly. Somewhere outside, above the roof and the soft curve of the bay, the sky is beginning to pale. The first hints of light gather over the ocean, tender and patient, not rushing anything at all. It is simply there, waiting, as the night finishes its long, calm breath. Here, in this room, the curtains are gently drawn. They keep the morning tucked just out of sight like a book left closed on a bedside table. Behind them, the new day is forming with the same quiet care a wave uses to rise and fall. It will still be there whenever you are ready. There is no need to open to it yet. For now, the bed holds you in a soft embrace. Pillows cradle your head, shoulders sinking a little deeper into their safe, familiar shape. The weight of the blanket settles over you, not heavy, just firm and reassuring, like a gentle hand resting nearby. You are completely allowed to stay right where you are. Breathing stays slow, in and out, like the ocean's rhythm just beyond the glass, a calm rise and a quiet retreat. Each breath loosens what is left of the day, the last small pieces of thought and effort drifting away like tiny boats released to the tide. Thoughts may still appear now and then, floating at the edges, faint and harmless. They do not need to be judged or followed. They can come and they can go like seabirds gliding past the horizon. Nothing holds them and nothing holds you. In this in-between space, night has not quite gone and morning has not quite arrived. You rest inside that soft meeting place where time stretches and thins and loses its sharp edges. Minutes do not matter here, only this feeling of ease, of being gently carried by something kind and unhurried. The building itself seems to breathe with you, wooden beams quiet, floorboards at peace, every room tucked into its own drowsy silence. The hallway is dim and still, the small lamps low and warm. Downstairs, the last glow of the fire brushes the stone hearth, sleepy and slow. The whole place feels like a sheltering hand, cupped around a candle, protecting its calm little flame. Outside, a faint silver outline is beginning to touch the sea, though you do not need to see it. The light that will soon cross the waves is as gentle as a whisper. It lingers beyond the curtains, not knocking, not calling, only waiting. It understands that rest comes first. Somewhere along the shore, the sand is cool and empty, marked only by the night's quiet shifting of tide and foam. If you imagine it, the beach is washed clean and smooth, like a fresh, soft page with nothing written on it yet. Morning will arrive there too, in its own time, brushing everything with a pale, forgiving glow. For now, it remains still, keeping its silence for you. You are wrapped in this pause, as if the night has laid down a final gentle blanket. It covers not just the body, but every tired corner of the mind. All the questions, the plans, the small worries that once tugged at your thoughts have grown distant and dim, like lights far out at sea. They can wait on that far horizon until you are ready some other time. Here, there is only the comfort of knowing you have come as far as you need to come today. You have reached a safe, quiet shore inside yourself. Nothing more is required. Nothing more needs to be done. If sleep has already taken you, it is holding you lightly now, with the same care as the folded quilts and the quiet room. If you are still hovering in that soft space between waking and dreams, that is perfectly fine too. You can linger here as long as you wish, floating, drifting, resting without effort. Even simply lying here, eyes closed or half closed, is enough. The early light beyond the curtains offers no schedule, no demand. It is like a friendly presence on the other side of the door, willing to wait as long as it takes. Whether you sleep deeply or move in and out of dreams, or rest just beneath the surface of waking, the new day is in no hurry. It will greet you whenever you choose to arrive. Notice again the quiet comfort of where you are, the familiar softness beneath you, the way the mattress seems to shape itself around your body, fitting every curve, supporting every heavy, relaxed muscle. You do not have to hold yourself up. You are already held. The sounds, if there are any, are all part of the same gentle lullaby. The distant ocean, the faint hush of the room, maybe a small creak as the building settles more fully into the night's final rest. Nothing startles, nothing disturbs. A calm sense of being cared for moves through this space, as though the walls themselves are watching over your sleep. The air feels soft and easy to breathe, scented faintly with the memory of the sea and the warmth of the fire. It is like being wrapped in a quiet promise that you can let go and let go again as many times as you need. Every exhale carries you deeper into that promise. If any part of you still feels awake, it is welcome here too. There is no need to push it away. It can simply rest at the edge, like a small shell on the shore, touched over and over by the tide of your breathing. Eventually, even that awake part softens, smoothed and rounded by the rhythm of rest. In this gentle stillness, you are not behind and you are not early. You are exactly where you need to be. The night has done its quiet work, wrapping you in slowness, in warmth, in peace. The first light of morning waits kindly just outside, patient and understanding. So you may drift now, in whatever way feels most natural, into deeper sleep, into softer dreaming, into quiet, wordless calm. Nothing is ending, really. This is simply a tender pause, a soft blessing laid over your resting body and your resting mind. May the waves keep their watch outside, the fire keep its gentle glow, and the coming day wait with an open, welcoming hand. Stay here as long as you wish, held by the room, held by the night, held by the slow, steady rhythm of your own breathing, drifting and drifting into silence.